He said he had trouble reading the scale and accidentally gave each participant 10 times the expected dose. I'm your dope dealer, and this is My Two Centigrams, where I tilt the scales between wise ass and wisdom. Reading Shayla Love's report on the Interdisciplinary Conference on Psychedelic Research in the Microdose, I was struck by her description of living with guilt, an interview on stage between Garrick Rober and Peter Gasser of the Swiss Medical Society for Psychedelic Therapy. Rober is a former doctor and therapist who led an illegal group psychedelic session, which two of his patients failed to survive. Rober explained that before leading the group session, he himself took 30 to 40 micrograms of LSD because he, quote, knew all of the patients and expected tensions between them, end quote. This is the first red flag for me. What kind of session was this that the participants were expected to be interacting with each other? Dr. Rober first administered methylone, an empathogenic stimulant phenethylamine, with properties similar to MDMA, which they took as a booster afterward. Now, I don't know anything about anything, but I've never heard of such layering. Chasing a cathinone with an amphetamine. Maybe I'm just boring. Rober left the room to measure out the MDMA powder. But when you have a group session with known participants and timeline, shouldn't that be prepared in advance? And here's where things go deep south. He said he had trouble reading the scale and accidentally gave each participant 10 times the expected dose. I may be an old dope dealer, but what the fuck? This is a licensed doctor and professional therapist? He's unprepared and high and can't see or make a volumetric assessment? I mean, everyone has done a bump that turned out to be a blast, but 10x? Even if it was just a booster dose, that's more than half a gram. For 10 people, that's a quarter ounce. That dude must roll with a fat sack of Molly. The powders used in the making of this video are sugar and salt. When certain participants started openly responding with agitation and distress, he gave one man Valium. The man failed to survive, as did another young man in the session. Rober was sent to jail and ultimately charged with negligent homicide. He served 3 years in prison and received a lifetime ban on practicing medicine or therapy. Having been through a few harrowing situations regarding dosages and reactions in my day,
Grateful Dead!
I am concerned about the risks naive patients are subjected to, both by basement shamans and, apparently, experienced professionals. As EROWID says, know your body, know your mind, know your substance, know your source. But these admonitions are generally meant for individuals in the wild. It's tough to put this onus on a naive patient, but it seems, however, that knowing your dope dealer may be even more important. This is DNN, the Dope Dealer News Network. Like, subscribe, and tell us what you think in the comments.